Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel Moxie DIY in Java. I'm Michelle. Today's video is part of the Hello Gorgeous playlist, and I'm co-hosting it with Ellie of DIY from House to Home, and our hostess with the mostest is Fabi of Arrows DIY. I'll get more into what this playlist is going to be about, but until then, grab your cup of coffee or your favorite beverage and join me. To start this DIY, we're going to use these colors to make various shades of orange, and we're going to paint on the inside of this container. Now, I tried my hardest to find one of the glass pumpkin containers that Target sells for $5, and they were nowhere to be found in my area. So I am flexing, and I'm going to use this candy container. And all I'm doing, and I'm sorry that it's off camera, but all I'm doing is I'm making an oval shape on the inside. You'll get a better look here in just a second. Now, if you were lucky enough to find one of those glass containers, all you would do is just follow the lines of the glass. I'm sure it's indented on the inside, and you would just follow those and then pick whichever colors you choose on those lines. And really all I'm doing with this paint is just creating the dimples and the highlights of the various segments of a pumpkin with a flat surface. And I'll just repeat the same steps on the sides. This is the lid to my container, and all I'm going to be doing is painting on the inside in swirls. Using my glass paint marker, I'm going to create the outline of a design on top, and I'm kind of making it look like leaves. Now I'm painting the center where the handle goes on. This is the knob, which is our handle for the lid, and all I'm going to be doing with this is creating the look of black and white checks on the top. So the purpose behind the Hello Gorgeous collaboration is that we're basically making gourds or pumpkins look better. So basically a glow up for pumpkins or gourds. And that is the theme of the entire playlist. So be sure to check out all the different creators. I'm excited to see what they make. I'm going to use my Sharpie to create crisper lines wherever I painted black. And then we're going to use this gold Sharpie to outline all of the black. I picked up these beads from Amazon, and if I can find the link, I will put it down below where you can find them, but I love them. The designs that came in the pack are fantastic. feel like I need to name this pumpkin Dustin. You Stranger Things fans, what do you think? I feel like he looks like Dustin. Comment down below and let me know if you see it. Now time for the pedestal. This is just a candle stand that I got from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to make this look like a Mackenzie Child's dupe. And all I'm doing here is I am drawing a line along the center of this top portion, which is going to be a check or harlequin pattern. And then the pattern down below is going to be stripes. And just to keep myself sane, I put X's on the ones that are going to be black, and then I leave the ones that are going to be white blank. I do end up painting the white just because I want the same texture on the white and the black. Now we're going to outline the black once again with our gold Sharpie. And here he is. Now you can glue him on. I'm choosing not to, just so that way I can use the pedestal for other things. As I mentioned in the intro, this is the Hello Gorgeous Pumpkin Flip collab. It is hosted by Favi of Arrows DIY and co-hosted by myself and Ellie of DIY from House to Home. And we are joined by none other than the fabulous ladies below, Emily of Farm Charm Chic, Sandra of DIYs at the Schwoven's Nest, and Sarah of Jujubee DIY. So be sure to check out the playlist and all of the ladies' channels down below. I will be sure to have everything linked. I'm going to start this DIY with these plain white ceramic pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. And I chose white because they would be the easiest to paint. So I chose to do a navy blue for this bottom pumpkin, and if you have been with me for a long time, you know that I like to decorate with blues and coppers for fall. And then this color is just a combination of orange and brown and made a really cool pumpkin color. Now this one is going to be that black and white again, and again I will be painting the white so that way the textures will match. And also it looked like someone may have spilled their coffee on these pumpkins, so they kind of needed a refresh. black and white looked too stark for me, so I did a light dry brush of gray on the black and a paler gray on the white. And now I'm going to go over my lines with this furniture marker, and I chose this because it is a thicker line and I wanted the lines to be, well, thicker. I chose to cover up this gold stem with some twine, and we're going to hide the end inside the wrap. So I'm putting the end a little higher up on the stem, and then we're going to wrap around it, and as we do that it will hide it, which is really nice because it creates a more seamless line. And I'm just starting at the base of the stem down into the black and white a little bit, and I'm going to add this bead to create a longer stem and also to create a little bit of a bend to it as well. To finish off the tip, we're actually going to put the end of this twine down inside the center of the bead, and it again hides that end really nicely. I'd like to welcome any of you newbies to my channel. I usually put out DIYs that are easy on the budget and pleasing to the eye. And if that's something that you are interested in, I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel and at the very least liking this video. And to my OGs, I'm so thankful that you're here. Alright, all of these are dry, so now we're going to move on to the next step, which is using these mini grapevine wreaths. I got these off Amazon as well, and again, if I can find them, I will link them down below. And we're going to use these as separators, kind of like what you would see on a front porch, but mini. Moving on to the florals, we're going to use this foliage bush from the Dollar Tree. And I really liked it because it had a lot of really good texture and it kind of looks like a fern. But we're going to use this as our base layer, and I'm just putting 3 on each wreath, and then we're going to wrap them so that way one end meets the other. And you can see it right there, what I'm talking about. And we're going to repeat the steps on all 3 of the wreaths, and then we will add some fall color in a little bit, and then we will consider this done. I'm adding a simple shoestring bow to finish it off. There we have it. Okay, to start, we're going to mix the same navy color that we used previously. This globe standee I found in the graduation aisle of the Dollar Tree. If you cannot find this particular one, I have seen mini globes at the Target One Spot, and that would be super cute to turn into a pumpkin. Next, we're going to use this book pumpkin that I made several years ago before I was even on YouTube, and it got pretty smashed during my move, but it's still pretty puffy on one side. So we're going to use that to our advantage. Now, I had intended on using a foam pumpkin and just cutting it in half, which is another easy way to do this. And once again, I'm using that pumpkin color that I made earlier with the brown and orange, and I'm just going over the edges of the pages. Now, Artsy Maddie made a really good tutorial on how to make one of these. I think it was last year, and I will put that down in the description box if you do want to make a literary pumpkin. This was the original bow that I had on this pumpkin before, and I'm just going to reuse it because, again, I love the colors and they go with everything that I decorate with. And then I'm going to use this pretty cotton ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, and on it I'm going to put the quote, "I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers," and that's from Anne of Green Gables, and this is just printed on plain printer paper. And good old Mod Podge to the rescue, we're going to use that to attach the paper to the ribbon. And here it is. You'll notice in the following pictures, I ended up painting the stand of the globe a chocolate brown to make it look like wood. And here they all are together in the final look. Comment down below and let me know which one is your favorite. I was an English major in college, so the book Pumpkin Globe is definitely my favorite, but I am fond of all of them. But let me know which one is yours. I am so thankful that you took time out of your day to hang out with me and watch my video, and until I see you in the next one, take care.